projects. Sometimes we're doing shows, sometimes we're doing vet procedures, sometimes we're doing training, enrichment, everyday husbandry, food dye prep. I'm going through a bunch of video right now watching a bird and her behavior. So every day is different. It just kind of depends on where we are in the season and what's happening with my animals.
That's really cool. Is it a similar day to you?
Yeah, every day is different, and it's always a fun new adventure. Just seeing I don't know, it's super fun.
That's really cool. Okay, so you were talking about how no 2 days look alike, and what is something you've experienced that was really different? What's your favorite memory that you've had on this job?
We have recently just really started diving into penguin egg incubation. So kind of actually physically watching those penguins egg hatch in the incubator has been a really different experience and really cool.
That's really cool. How did you get to where you are now?
A convoluted path. So I actually have a degree in biology, but then I did wildlife rehab for 2.5 years. Then I got here by just chance, and I've been here for 12 years and worked my way up through there.
That's really cool. How about you?
So I used to want to be a vet for the longest time. I thought that was what I wanted to do, and then I actually shadowed a vet, and I was like, this is not what I want to do. And I was like, how can I still work with animals, but not in a veterinary setting? And so that's how I found zookeeping. So
really
I have my degree is in biochemistry and molecular biology, and I got my master's, and now we're here. So
that's really cool.
Yeah.
So what is your favorite part of your job?
Mine is the fact that no 2 days are the same. I don't do well sitting at a desk staring at a screen. I like to be up and moving. I like to always have different experiences, so this allows me to do that.
Yes. How about you?
I think my favorite part of the day is just getting to see the animals and enjoying making their lives the best that we can here at the zoo. So
that's very cool.
Yeah.
What did you want to do when you were our age? Because I know jobs change. And I wanted to be a teacher, and then I wanted to be something else, so.
I wanted to be a veterinarian. I think most people in the animal field kind of focus in on that.
Mm-hmm.
Did the job shadow thing, realized it was not my style.
Mm-hmm.
That's why job shadowing is so important. And I did that later in life, too. I think I was in college when I did the job shadow, so I switched. So I knew I was going to work with animals, but wasn't quite sure. Rehab will drain you, so got out of that real fast.
Yes.
And just kind of lucked into this job.
Yeah. It's really cool.
It was the same, I said earlier, because I also worked at a rehab facility that was right by my house when I started when I was 13, and it was really fun. And then I was like, oh yeah, veterinarian. And then in high school, that's when I started shadowing. And I was like, I don't know if this is for me. But then when I went to college, I did an internship at the zoo, not this zoo, but a different zoo. And after that internship, I was like, yes, this is what I want to do. And so having those opportunities and finding that was really helpful for me figuring out what I want to do with my career. So.
Definitely. Lots of opportunities, coming here today really gives you an idea of places you can work at.
Mm-hmm.
My other question is, what classes should I take to be a zookeeper?
Anything biology related.
Mm-hmm.
In college, ornithology, mammalogy, what else?
Animal behavior. I think in college I took animal physiology.
I took animal comparative anatomy.
Mm-hmm.
I took I had a conservation evolution class.
Yes, or ecology.
Ecology is another good one.
Yeah. Or even botany. So we
you
wouldn't think about botany for animals, but a lot of our animals are browsers, so we have to be able to identify different plants and be able to make sure they're not toxic and we're giving them the proper ones. So botany is also pretty important too.
And then something else a lot of people don't think about is psychology.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of times we're looking and trying to understand behavior for things that can't tell us what they're feeling. So understanding their psychological needs is really important as well. So looking and understanding behavior and looking at those psychology classes is really important too.
Yeah.
That's really cool. Thank you for giving us lots of different ideas of how to do your job, and not only that, but also seeing classes we can take. Is there anything else you like to add about being a zookeeper or anything you've learned over the years?
If you truly want to get into the animal field, you better start now. Get your experience, get your internships, expose yourself. Go to humane societies. If you don't start now, it's a hard field to break into.
It's a pretty competitive field. So.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much for your time, and this has been really helpful for our students at Washington, and not only that, but also other schools too. And we've interviewed so many people, and it's helped a lot because you get an idea of what different jobs do.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you so much.
You're welcome.